بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله وحده والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده أما بعد. The other day we were talking about the story in regards to Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anh, who on seeing his father's friend treated him with a lot of respect and kindness, and this was taught by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we find this in the hadith of Ibn Umar radiallahu anh, in which he says that he heard the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, "Inna abarra al-birri an yasila ar-rajulu wudda abihi." That from amongst the most righteous of good deeds is to have a good relationship with those people that your father was friends with. And so the story that we related was Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anh meeting a father of Umar, a friend of Umar radiallahu anh. Hence he treated him with a lot of care, a lot of love. He gave him his animal to ride on, and he gave him his turban to wear out of respect and honor for him. So for us to respect and honor our parents' friends, this is also from the teachings of the Prophet ﷺ. And it's mentioned again in this hadith, which has been reported by Abu Usaid Malik ibn Rabi'a as-Sa'idi radiallahu anh. He says, once we were sitting with the Prophet ﷺ, إِذْ جَاءُهُ رَجُلٌ مِّن بَنِي سَلَمَةَ. A man came from the tribe of Bani Salama, and he came to the Prophet ﷺ, and he asked the Prophet ﷺ basically, what can I do for my parents after they have passed away? So he said, Ya Rasulullah, هل بقي من بر أبويّ شيء أبرهما به بعد موتهما. O Prophet of Allah, what can I do out of good deeds for my parents that after they have passed away? What can I do for them? Is there anything that I can do? And so the Prophet ﷺ, he said, Na'am, as-salatu alayhima wal-istaghfaru lahuma. The Prophet ﷺ mentioned the actions that we can do for our parents after they have passed away. Number one, to make dua for them. Right? You can make dua for your parents, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive their sins, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make their graves gardens of Jannah, etc. You can make dua for them, that's the first thing. Second thing was, wal-istaghfaru lahuma. To make istighfar for them, to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive their sins. وَإِنْفَاضُ عَهْدِهِمَا. Thirdly, to fulfill any promises that they had made. Maybe, for example, your father or mother made a promise to someone, I'll pay you this much, or I'll do this for you, I'll do that for you, and then they passed away. So for you to fulfill the promises that they made, this is also from amongst the good deeds that you can do after your parents pass away. Also wasiyah. Sometimes people make an endowment, or they say, I want half of my wealth after I pass away to go to the masjid, or if I want so much so to go for such a cause. And so from amongst good deeds after your parents pass away is to take that money and put it in the place that they wanted to spend it. وَصِلَةُ الرَّحِمِ الَّتِي لَا تُوصَلُ إِلَّا بِهِمَا. And to have a good connection with those people that are related to your parents. وَإِكْرَامُ صَدِيقِهِمَا. And to treat your parents' friends with love, honor, and respect. This is from amongst the good deeds that you can do for your parents after they have passed away. So there are about 5 or 6 things that the Prophet ﷺ mentions in this hadith that we can do for our parents even after our parents pass away. It will be a means of barakah for them, a means of blessings for them. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the tawfiq to act upon what has been said. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us, to guide us, to keep us and our families away from all harm. Subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.